What's up, YouTube? I want to start this video off and say, if you're in shape, you're a king, bro. You're a king, bro. Because you control your body. A king controls what? A temple, a castle. Your body is what? A temple, my boy. You don't let your body control you, persuade you, tempt you to do dumb shit with your life. You're a king, bro. You're not an NPC. You're not a non-controllable player. That's what a fucking NPC is. When you see these bot-ass niggas with 40-inch waists, they're non-controllable. They can't control their self. They're a non-playable character, bro. They can't play their self. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. So I wanted to just start it off with that, bro. Like, give yourself a pat on the back, even if you're not where you want to be. Today counts, bro. Today counts. But hey, man, today I just wanted to give you guys a story time on my journey from fit to fat, and then back to fat to fit, bro. So we gonna start it off 2022, right? I was kind of skinny, real skinny, kind of, actually. But I had muscle. I had definition. I was shredded, and you could see every muscle on my body. You know what I'm saying? I at least was 12% body fat. And this is low key without going to the gym. So I had a relatively good base, you know what I'm saying? But the reason I got that lean was on accident. And that's why I say your intentions are worth more than the actions that you take. It's kind of like a man that slaughters a dragon. Like, if his intentions was to not slaughter a dragon, the next time he faces a dragon, what is he gonna do? He might cower it away. You know what I'm saying? He didn't mean to kill the dragon in the first place. So when he come across that second one, it's like, damn, what do I do? But yeah, the first time I got lean, give you guys a backstory. I had started me a business right after high school, right? And I was cutting grass. I had a lawn care business. And this is actually the YouTube channel that I was cutting grass on. You can go down and look at all of the videos or whatever. But that had me walking 20, 30, 40, 50,000 steps a day, bro. Every fucking day. And that's a light day. So it made it to where I had a lot more wiggle room with what I could eat, because I was TDE maxing. TDE maxing is where you just basically push up your step count or your movement so that your calorie maintenance level is higher. So yeah, I got down to a pretty lean physique. I seen the lower abs, and this is right before I joined the military. But like I said, I had no nutritional awareness. So fast forward, I joined the military. I go through basic military training. I go through AIT, and I'm gonna give you guys a short note. Like, I found peace when I was in BMT, bro. Waking up to niggas, showering with niggas, and even when I was in AIT, had to walk through the code and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I found peace in eating, and I was already in shape, bro. I was already in shape. I'm running and shit, doing all of this extra shit. So to me, when I was eating, it wasn't even that big of a deal. I didn't even think about it. I was damn near like, you ain't eating right now, and I'm eating. Like, I'll look at another nigga that's not eating, and I'll be like, damn, I bet he wish he could get a bite of these hot Cheetos. Pause. Not like that. I bet he wish he had some of these Skittles right now. You know what I'm saying? That's my mindset. And mind you, I'm more so in shape than most of the niggas that's out here. I was also working out like crazy. I was supposedly on the dirty bulk or whatever. So fast forward, I go active duty. I get to my first home station base, bro. And now we're not training as much. I was in the Air Force, by the way. We're not training as much. We do our little physical tests every 6 months instead of doing shit every day. You know what I'm saying? So you only need to run when you got to do your test instead of just running just to run, push-ups just to do them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're no longer babysitting or holding your hand to keep you in shape and none of that. So me, like I said, I still didn't have any nutritional awareness. So what did I do? I kept eating the same way I ate before. What makes it even worse is I was eating even more because we had vending machines, snack shacks, shit like that. Like, I was going crazy, bro. And mind you, this is the first long-term job I've ever had in my life. This is fresh out of high school. So, like I said, when I get stressed, I turn to food, or at least I used to. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, that was 2023. I got to my first station somewhere in March, April-ish. You know what I'm saying? By the end of that year, I was fat as fuck. So 2024, fat as fuck, and in January, that's when I kind of realized, bro, like, damn, I can't see my abs. Like, at first it was slow, but then, like, you see the shit in pictures. Like, I remember I took this group photo. We had our shirt off. We was at the beach, and I'm used to, like, being known as, like, oh, that's Swole Cole or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But no, like, I was fat as fuck. I was chubby. I had fucking love handles. I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe it's the picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I can't stress to you guys enough, bro. The same way people in the gym have body dysmorphia and they don't think they look as good as they do, because we all go through this shit. It's the same way fat niggas will look in the mirror while they slowly getting fat and dead ass be like, no, I don't look that fat though. It's just the fat. Let me pull it. Let me pull it a little bit. I mean, it's just the shirt. Let me pull it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the same difference, bro. So that's what I was going through. I didn't even realize I was getting fat until I was fucking fat, bro. And at that point, what I did is I started doing a strict program, which was eating salad, chicken breast. You know what they tell you to do. It was real strict. And unsustainable. I also started running miles and shit like that. And I forgot to mention this, bro. My fat ass, I was so out of shape that I failed the PT test. That shit is not normal to fail a PT test. It's so easy. Like, I was fucked up, bro. I was definitely fucked up. But, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Damn, something happened. He crying and shit. But, yeah, I was so fucked up, I failed the PT test. So, yeah, I was running, doing all of this shit. You hear people talk about to lose weight. But, like I said, it's not sustainable. So, I gave up in 2 fucking weeks. And then, yeah, I never looked back at it, and I low key just try to push it to the back of my head that I was fat. Fast forward to the end of 2024, I'm getting out the military, and I'm even fatter, bro. I ended up going through some personal shit. I lost a close family member, and I'm not gonna put it on that, right? the shit helped and probably fast forwarded just a tiny bit, but I was already on my way to getting fatter and fatter and fatter. So I was already on my way. This shit just kind of helped, gave me an excuse. Because I still use the shit as an excuse, even though, like, obviously I changed. But yeah, bro. So I really stopped giving a fuck then. And then I got my first job out the military. And my eating habits after I got my first job out of the military were fucking dog shit, bro. I ate Snickers, 6 Snickers, fucking drunk 3 Monsters to start the day off with, bro. I was on the wrong path. I was fucking zenning, bro. And then for lunch, I eat like 2 burritos, chips, and then more candy. I was really on the wrong path, and that's just at work. You know what I'm saying? That's at work. I'm not even talking about what I would do outside of work or before work, shit like that. But yeah, so 2020, by the end of 2024, because I got it in 2024, yeah. By the end of 2024, December time, I say October, I got my first apartment, right? But by the end of 2024, so December, I was 223 pounds. Because I dead ass used to, like, after I got my first apartment, bro, by myself, like, I was just, I used to order Papa John's and just eat this shit alone in the dark. Nobody could see me. I didn't stay with family anymore, so yeah, I was going crazy. But yeah, by the end of 2024, 223 pounds, and I signed up to go to the gym. Like always, still nutritionally unaware. Y'all probably like, when the fuck is this nigga go like actually be smart about this shit? Not yet. Still nutritionally unaware. I tried to do the same shit all over again. Eating salad and chicken breast and running at the gym. Gave up again. And it took around a week and a half, and I gave up. And I tried to push it to the back of my head again. But in January, you know, there's a lot of hype about going to the gym and shit. And I don't know, somehow I got pulled into it. I got pulled into it, and I was like, yeah, I'm tired of this. I want to change, you know what I'm saying? And I started my little shit again, bro. But this time, it's 2026, you know what I'm saying? This time I start doing something a little different. I started intermittent fasting at work, which I still do to this day. I do not eat at work, but I'm not strict about it. Like, sometimes I bring a little something, but I never eat heavy at work at all. I eat heavy before I'm about to go to sleep. That's the only time I'm eating heavy. But yeah, so I start my intermittent fasting at work. And then by February, I noticed the scale went down. But like I said, I was only intermittent fasting at work. So when I got home, I was still doing my unhealthy shit. Like, I was still knock off XXL Papa John's pizza, bro. Still knock down a big ass bag of mini Snickers from fucking the dollar store. You know what I'm saying? So by February, after I noticed that I lost, I got down to like 200, and then I kept creeping around 199, shit like that. I was like, damn, let me fully lock in, you know what I'm saying? So while I'm at work, I'd listen to YouTubers. And usually I just be on some like weirdo shit, like where I listen to people talking about keto or these weird fad diets, right? or fasting or whatever. But I ended up coming across a couple YouTubers that inspired me and actually gave me the instructions I needed to hear at that moment. That's why I say like damn, this shit really deep, bro. It was like actually like a spiritual journey. Shit was aligning for me, you know what I'm saying? The main thing that I took to heart, bro, I was watching Luther. I don't know how to say the other part of this nigga name, but the first part is Luther. And he told me, or he didn't tell me specifically, but I was watching a video, and he was saying that all you need to do is buy a food scale, weigh your food, and track your food on a calorie tracker, bro. And he said it didn't matter what app. So when I heard that, I took it to heart. And that's why my calorie tracker only has, I think it should be at 146 days or whatever. 146 days, 30, 60, 90, 120. That's only 4 or 5 months. You feel me? And that's why, because I started tracking my calories a little bit later. Even though I started my journey in January, I didn't start locking in until February. But yeah, he just said do that, and if you hitting your calories, you're gonna lose weight. And the shit was so eye-opening, because at that point, once you start tracking your calories, bro, you know what day you're losing weight and you know what day you're not losing weight. There hasn't been a day that I've been like, damn, did I eat too much? Or damn, did I eat enough? Like, no, nigga, I track everything. I know when I lost weight and when I didn't, bro. Simple math, bro. That's all it is math. It's all objective. It's not no feeling, no healthy, your health. No, it's not none of that, bro. It's all about what did you eat? What was the macros you ate? How many calories you ate? Are you in a calorie deficit or a surplus? Something to think about, right? So, yeah, that shit changed my fucking life. And ever since February to March to April, all of that shit up until now, bro, I've lost weight every single month. At least 4 to 10 pounds a month, bro. There hasn't been a month that I didn't lose weight. And right now, I'm sitting at 157. I weighed myself this morning. I'm sitting at 157. And that's all the way from 220. And I know now, once I figured out nutrition, bro, I know I don't got too much to say. Like, I've been doing the mundane, boring shit every single day. I don't eat the same thing every day, usually. Right now I am, but it's because I'm trying to cut up this last piece of fat on the lower belly. But yeah, bro, like, that's all it is to it. Track your fucking calories, bro. That's how you're gonna lose weight. That's how you're gonna keep it off. That's how you're gonna be aware of everything going on with you, bro. Because that mirror will lie to you. That mirror, your mind will lie to you and make you think, oh, I look the same as I did yesterday. It's impossible. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, bro. I hear about, like, there's a maintenance calorie, like there it's a certain point where you're at maintenance or whatever with your calories, but I think that shit is a thin line. Like, I think every single day you're probably gaining just a little bit weight, like a little bit of weight, or you're losing a little bit of weight. But how can you perfectly hit your maintenance calorie right on the dot, right? So, you see what I mean? Like, bro, you want to know? I forgot the point of why I was saying that shit. But, yeah, bro, checking your calories will change your life. You got to track your shit, bro. If you really want to do this shit, you don't want to be going off of intuition. You don't want to be thinking like, oh, it's healthy. Like, I have days where I'm crashing out on healthy food, a lot of healthy food, and I'm still in a calorie surplus. But I don't take it to heart because I know, oh, you feel me? I gained weight today. When I eat some goofy shit, but I stay in my calories, I'm like, oh, I don't take it to heart because I know I'm not gonna gain weight today. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that was my journey from fat to fit. I mean, from fit to fat to fat to fit. Oh, and I almost forgot this, bro. This all comes down to intentions. The first time I got fit, I didn't have intentions on being lean. It happened. that shit, whenever you don't intentionally do something, you might have to retake that class. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like passing a fucking grade on accident because you accidentally got all the correct answers on the test. And then when you take the next test, like say you go from algebra to geometry, you take the next test, you don't fucking guess all of the right answers. You got to go back to algebra because you don't even understand the foundation. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was going on. I believe learning how to cut will treat you nutritional value. And you feel me? That's why you shouldn't bulk first. Like, even if you're a skinny dude, unless you're already lean, if you're skinny fat, you need to just lose weight, look fucking frail, bro, for a little bit, and then gain the muscle. And because even if you're frail, you have a six-pack. Everybody wants a six-pack. Come on now. You have a lean face. Everybody wants a lean face. Come on now. And then just lean bulk the muscle, bro. But yeah, intent. That is what sticks, bro. Because now I understand it. I know some of you guys already went through this journey. You understand it now. I know it was plenty of times where you lost weight throughout your life and you was where you wanted to be, and then you lost it and then you got it back, and it wasn't intentional though. But now that you finally intentionally lost the weight the right way, look good, you're in shape, it's gonna stick, bro. Even if you fall off, you know how to get this shit back now. It ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about this shit no more. But yeah, man, this is gonna be my first video for this channel. Appreciate everybody that's staying tuned. I'm not much of a talker. I'm not really a yapper. I'm just doing this shit so that, you know, I can get my message across. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get my thoughts on video. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next videos. Drop a comment, a like, and subscribe, man. I appreciate you for watching. Peace out.